Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, wonderful week. Okay guys, so today is cook and eat with me. I'm not cooking much anyway, but at the same time while we are eating, we are going to be discussing as we're talking, of course. So it's like a mukbang, but maybe not a mukbang, I don't know. Okay guys, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so I'll be making eba. I'm going to be making eba and I'm going to show you guys my soup. So I've boiled some water, which I'm just pouring into the bowl. And then I got my cassava flakes here. This is the yellow one. Okay, so I'm going to be adding some to the water. So the water is going to absorb this dry cassava grain, or how do you call it? Cassava grain, cassava that has been grinded. Okay, so that's what we call gari in Nigeria. This is the yellow one. Okay guys, so this is how I make my gari. I have a video where I show you how to make it. So I'm going to be adding some water to it now, and then I'm going to be covering it for a few minutes before I turn it with my spatula, my wooden spatula. So I'm going to be using this to turn it. Okay, let's zoom the camera a bit away. Yeah guys, there it is. So now cover it a bit, and then I'm going to come back and stir it with this. Let me go and show you guys my soup. I've already made the soup already. I'll put in a bowl, I'll show you guys. Okay guys, so I'm having okra and stew. This is tomato stew. I made this stew like about a day ago. A day or 2 days ago rather, I think I made this stew. Yeah, it's 2 days ago I made it. I put it in the fridge. So I'm going to be having okra with it. I've already put the okra at the bottom there. So I'm going to be having stew with okra, okay, with my eba. That's what I'm going to be eating. So I'm just dishing it in the bowl. The okra is already there. Okay guys, so I'm going to put it in the microwave and warm it up. And let's go and stir our eba while I put this in the microwave. Okay guys, so I'm going to stir it now. I've left it for a while. So I'm just going to stir it now. And the stew is in the microwave. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So I'm just going to stir it. So this is how you stir your eba. I cover it so it can have a bit of starch, because this particular gari doesn't have starch. So that's why I cover it, so it can have a bit of starch to it. So you just give it a proper stir. Okay, so I'm not going to be eating the whole of this guys. Normally I make it like this plenty in case somebody else wants to eat as well. That's why I tend to make it a lot. So it's okay now, it looks fine now. I'm just going to take the one I want, and then I'll get my soup, and then we can eat and talk together. Okay guys? Okay guys, so come and eat with me. My soup is ready. My eba is here. Okay, so I'm going to be eating. Come and join me. Okay guys, so this is like eat with me or mukbang. Okay guys, so you guys should come and join me and eat. So I'm eating tomato stew with okra. Some people don't like to blend their okra like this. But me, I like doing that. I like my okra to be slimy, not too slimy though. That's what I'm eating today. I'm eating tomato stew and eba. I don't know, the camera is just focused on my face. So this is African food. And you have to use your hand to eat it. I know some people use they use fork, but your hand is the best to use. As you can see, I'm sitting right on the floor. I'm sitting right on the floor so that you guys can see my face, see me eat very well. Okay, so I just want to thank everybody, all my amazing subscribers. Thank you all for always watching my video. Oh, I forgot to say I prayed already. I prayed before I ate the food. Okay guys, thank you all for always watching my video. Please don't forget to share and like it always. So I have my water here. A big bottle of water. Okay guys, so I just want to like tell you guys why I took my daughter to hospital. It's not for anything major anyway. It's just a normal follow-up appointment. Okay, so when she was younger, she was okay, but she was born with like a bow leg. She was born with a bow leg. We straighten a bit, but not completely. And then as she grows a bit older, one of the legs straightened perfectly well. But the other leg didn't. The other leg became really, as she grows taller, because she's quite tall. On the camera you won't notice that she's tall, but she's very tall. So I think it's the left leg didn't straight, the right one straightened, and because she's tall, so one leg became longer than the other one. The one that didn't straight became really bent to the point whereby it was affecting her spine. Okay, so she was diagnosed with this blunt disease. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. So she was diagnosed with blunt disease, I think that's what it's called, where one leg is really bent. You know, the leg was really bent outward. So when she was walking, she's walking sideways like this. She was walking sideways, and it really affected her posture, the way she walked for years, you know. because they didn't want to do the operation when she was too young, because they didn't want to stop her growth, because according to them the operation tends to stop the children growth. So they have to wait until she's like about 15, between 15 16. But then of course while waiting it became worst, really worst. Sometimes she has a lot of pain, so you have to do operation for her. So the first operation they did for her, they put a plate in the side of her leg, like the knee area, but the side, to see if the plate will push the bone inwards. It didn't work. They left that plate in there for like a year to see if it will work, but it didn't work. So after a year we have to go back and then they do a major operation for her, which they have to break the bone. During those time I wasn't able to really film any YouTube video. It was too difficult because she was in the hospital for a long time. She came home, she was home for a year. Pardon me guys, she was home for a year. They put this ring on her leg because they have to break the bone and reposition it. That was the only way they could treat it. I couldn't do any video, but if you know what blunt disease is, you will know. Or if you go to Google and just search blunt disease, I think it's blunt, I'm pronouncing it right, I hope so. They have to do this operation for her, which I forgot what it's called, but they have to break the bone, reposition the bone, and then they put the ring. It's from her knee all the way down to her ankle. So I was a carer for almost 2 years. She couldn't use the bath, shower, anything like that. She could shower at a point, but before then she couldn't stand up, like for almost 6 months or so. I have to clean her, I have to take care of her, do everything for her. She couldn't leave the bed. So like around the 7th month or so, she was able to walk little by little. She has physiotherapy come to the house to help her. She has to use the eczema frame. She has to use wheelchair. For a while she couldn't go to school for a year plus. So guys, yeah, but the leg is healed now. But they have to keep monitoring it. So they have to remove after the leg was healed to a point, they have to monitor her growth, monitor the bone. Well, it was a lot of appointment. We always go appointment every time. But as I say, I didn't document any of it. It was too overwhelming. I couldn't document anything. From the time she had it, when they haven't done the operation, it wasn't easy for her to walk. It was very difficult for her to walk before they do the operation. Yeah, so they've done the operation now. The leg is okay and they've removed the ring. It's been a year plus now. It's almost going to a year 6 months. but they have to monitor it. So the appointment we went for is to check, to make sure the bone hasn't shifted, because according to them it can happen again. They said it's inherited or something like that. So they have to do a checkup on her every time. Before it was every month, and then they went to every 3 months, no, every 2 months, then 3 months, because she has physio and she also have an occupational therapist that used to come. So they reduced the hospital visit. The ambulance used to have to come and pick her before. But now she can walk now without her. She can walk now perfectly, properly well now. I won't say 100% perfectly well, but she can at least, she's 90%. She can walk perfectly okay, 90% now, without using her Zimmer frame, without using her crutches. Before, she has to walk with Zimmer frame or crutches. At least you guys have seen her in my vlog that she can walk now. Before, she couldn't do that. So that was what the appointment was for, guys. So I'm happy that she's okay now. As the years goes by, according to the doctor, she'll be okay, but they'll keep monitoring her leg. So they'll keep monitoring the leg, just to make sure that nothing affects the leg and also her knee, because since the operation she's having some pains in her knee as well, but not every time. So guys, that was why we went to the hospital for a checkup. Okay guys, so I'm done eating. My SD card is nearly finished, so I keep going off. I have to keep deleting some videos. So I'm done eating anyway. I hope you guys enjoy eating with me. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you enjoy watching my content. Yeah, so that's the reason why we went to the hospital. But I'm happy her leg is okay now. She can walk now. She doesn't need wheelchair anymore. She doesn't need Zimmer frame or crutches anymore. She's okay now. Although she cannot walk for a very long time, but at least she can walk to a certain point before her legs start hurting, and then we just take a rest. If she start feeling discomfort on the leg, I just tell her to sit down somewhere or stand a bit and take a rest. Yeah, so guys, that is the end of our video. I'm trying to eat my meat. I hope you guys enjoy watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.